Morning, everybody. Michelle is here on a Sunday, a beautiful Sunday on the East Coast, sitting and contemplating in my favorite chair. Well, one of my favorite chairs is not going to be a favorite chair of mine for long because of course, I can't take it with me. But anyway, I definitely going to take my blanket though. I'm definitely taking this. But anyway, what would you do for love? Or what won't you do for love? Love. And I told you, I've discovered based on my work and my contemplating, my meditation, my visualization, my alignment, it's all about love. Okay. Um, and I told you about how we are ushering into the dawning of the age of Aquarius, February 3rd, 2029. And so I also told you the importance of sevens, the increments of sevens. And so, 7 years from 2029 was 2022, I think. And I told you about how so many significant things were happening to me. And I'm sure a lot of significant things were happening on the planet as well. And we're not going to be able to recognize that until in the future, unfortunately. And that's how we are. We usually don't recognize the impact and the importance of a certain moment in time until we're in the past. So that's why we love to celebrate people that have died, right? Don't we? We love to celebrate and quote people that have died and long left, the community, the world. And so we when these people were alive, I know for a fact, especially with some of the black female icons, they were disregarded, disrespectful. That bitch is crazy is a term that was often used, and it was used usually in the family. Okay, and we know in black culture, if you are considered crazy, forget about it. You might as well be might as well be considered as if you don't exist. Okay, we've done that to many, many, many black female icons. Okay, and then while they're alive, their family disregards them. While they're alive, their family ignores them. While they're alive, their family is doing things behind their back. All right, to either get these people committed, get these black female icons committed, steal from them, take from them. And it was coming from all walks of life. Wasn't just the family doing it. It could have been their managers. It could have been the company that they kept. Right? So, and so they were not valued or respected or regarded until, unfortunately, they have died. Okay. Well, recently we lost another black female icon due to aging, of course. And this person had a lot of medical issues, of course. And I can remember, however, back in the day when she was on top of the world, she was on top of the pedestal. Okay. And she had this famous husband alongside of her who was supposedly nurturing her and exposing her to the atmosphere of entertaining and entertainment. Okay, a lot of people knew about the abuse this black female icon received from this man, her manager, her husband. But so when she fell, because all of you are gonna fall, that's the point. At some point, all of you high profile entertainers, especially if you're a black female or female of color, you're gonna fall. And who's gonna catch you? All right, who's gonna be there and still support you and love you? Okay, I remember when this black female icon finally had enough strength and perseverance to leave this abusive man, husband, manager. And she sought help. And she was disregarded. She was ignored. And she even said that. She said, as soon as she fell, there was nobody there to catch her. Okay, I think she ended up being homeless, couldn't find housing, she had to get on food stamps, blah, 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 blah. Right? And it just so happened, a couple decades later, or maybe less than a couple decades later, she reinvented herself. And she became relevant again. Okay? And she exploded on the scene. She exploded on the scene. And her abuser, her ex-husband manager, of course, he did his best to disregard this woman as well, continue to talk about the perils of her mental health, her talent, and blah, 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 blah. And finally, this Black female icon was able to take over the world in entertainment, basically. And she became revered, admired, and a lot of people started running into her corner, of course, right? But that's the irrelevant part of it all. She controlled the narrative of her life. And I'm sure she controlled the narrative towards the end as well. So, and then of course, when she finally passed away, we saw what happened, right? We saw how everything exploded all over social media. About the value this woman contributed to the culture, to the world. So my question is, what won't you do for love? Is the question. Because it is about love. It is about supporting people. It's about catching them when they fall. All right? I told you I can sense the energy of jealousy and envy going, through the ranks of the social media platform. Okay? Definitely targeted towards those that are high profile. Whether you're a small business, whether you're an entertainer, whether you're a celebrity, whether you're an influencer. You have a large gathering of people following you. Okay, and I told you you need to be aware of the company that you keep. You need to be aware of the people that are close to you. Okay, whether they are your partner, your husband, your wife, your significant other, your circle of friends, your circle of family members. Okay, the people who tell you that they love you, but you sense otherwise. Okay, you're sensing something completely different. Or you once loved that person, or they once loved you, or whatever the case may be. They all are calling it love, and I'm telling you it's not love. Okay, I know what love is, even though I like I said, I put out a video asking, I want to know what love is. Well, I know what love is. Okay, and love is self-love. Hate is self-hate. No matter how they try to chop it up and slice it, regurgitate it, hate is self-hate. End of story. I sense there's a lot of element of people, a lot of entities of people, sliding their way in as they always do and can, causing disruption, intentional disruption, intentional discord, intentional overwhelm. And they call it love. Well, I say otherwise. There are many people out there who are being targeted for whatever reason it may be, okay, their content is targeted. Their content is blocked. Okay, they're not reaching their full potential. They're not reaching particular individuals. But I also told you that love gets through all of that, right? Genuine love gets through all of that. And no matter what barriers are there, love will get through. Okay? I'm doing what I'm doing out of love. I have no hidden agendas. I have no secrets. Okay? And again, I can sense that something is happening. Okay, I can sense that, yes, we're in the political season, by the way. And if you remember the last political season, what happened? Does anybody remember? Envy and jealousy can cut through any fabric of progress and masquerade as love. Okay, envy and jealousy can cut through any effort and progress and be masqueraded as love. Okay, I notice now that a lot of so-called self-diagnosed or maybe medically diagnosed narcissistic people are coming out and talking and quote unquote telling you their secrets. Okay, I would caution against all of that as well, because remember, okay, the narcissistic person doesn't, the narcissistic person knows exactly what they're doing. They know how to get the attention, and they know how to affect the persons or the people that they hurt. They have to be on a pedestal. Okay, whether they are in the political arena or private citizen, they have to be the center of attention. Okay, to let you know and let you feel as though you're missing out on something. Okay, pay attention to the company you keep. Trust your instinct. Okay, those are the people that are following you. I would say there's a small percentage which is potent enough, because all you need is a small amount of people to cause all of, because that's what's happening with us now and on this planet. A small amount of people are causing all of this damage to all of us. Okay, the same thing is happening in social media. The people that are following you, the people that so-called support you, okay, they're infiltrating, okay, and they are looking to sever whatever your progress is, disregard whatever your success is, because of jealousy and envy. Okay, and if you were involved with a narcissistic person, they will forever and ever and ever attempt to disrupt your happiness, disrupt your success. Okay, pay attention to the company you keep. Okay, I do this out of love. What I'm doing is out of love, because I know what love is. And I want to say this. Love, like I said, love will get through anything. It'll take you over the stars, over the moon, and in the mountains. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break right now and finish up some projects that I'm working on. And, like I said, working on the final touches of situations that I'm taking care of. But I want to say this. Ask yourself, what will you do for love? Okay? And pay attention to people paying attention to you. Pay attention to how people are reacting to your sense of love. Remember, sociopath, psychopath, narcissistic people have no idea what love is. Okay, they manipulate, they disrupt, they morph themselves into the person that you seek, and they're just playing the same old games with you. And at some point, it's going to get so dangerous because narcissistic people do not ever forget how you hurt them, no matter how much they're talking on social media. They won't ever forget that. And they will always seek revenge and retaliation. Self-hate are those qualities. So, again, pay attention to the company you keep. Pay attention to the company that you've had. Pay attention to the people that are following you. Pay attention to the people who say they love you. And watch what happens. I want to say peace and love. And trust me, I'll be back.